Flix with the Hicks, where we tell you about the movies. We tell you if they're great or if they really stink. Now it's time to start the show. Yeah, now it's time to go. Guess what? It's Flix with the Hicks.
Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Flix with the Hicks. I'm Greg, this is my lovely wife Janet. Each week we review 2 films that we watched on DVD. We always review the best film that we watched and the worst film that we watched. This week I got to choose the worst film. The worst film that we watched this week was Mr. Brooks. I looked forward to seeing this film.
Me too.
Because it stars Kevin Costner.
Right.
Who doesn't like Kevin Costner? Everybody likes Kevin Costner. Wasn't a very good film. The film stars Kevin Costner, William Hurt, Demi Moore, Dane Cook, and Marge Hilgenberger from CSI.
Yeah.
The story revolves Mr. Brooks, played by Kevin Costner. He's a successful businessman, but he's also a serial killer. He has an alter ego, played by William Hurt. And he is trying to get out of the killing business. So he decides to do one more killing. But William Hurt, his alter ego, is pushing him to do more and more and more. And during this final killing, he gets spotted by a voyeur who's played by Dane Cook. Dane Cook starts to blackmail Mr. Brooks into committing more murders. This is all going on while Demi Moore is chasing Kevin Costner. Now, my problem with this film was it was too complex. If you're going to have a serial killer movie, just make the serial killer a bad guy. Why have the good guy, Mr. Brooks, and the alter ego of William Hurt? The only reason I can figure they did this is because I didn't want to see Kevin Costner play a serial killer.
I know.
He's a hero. And so they had to have him be able to play a good guy and a bad guy so that the audiences wouldn't turn on this film or not show up to it. I don't know why they did it, but
it just didn't make sense.
It just didn't fit Kevin Costner's normal type of role. Costume malfunction. So, anyhow, that was my major problem with this film. The film had a budget of $20 million. It made $48 million, so it did make money. But if I'm going to put Kevin Costner, who's a blockbuster star, in a film, I'm going to give him the content that he can thrive in. And I just don't think this was it.
No. And Demi Moore, they had big names in this movie, but the way the storyline went is kind of muddled in places. And like you said, Kevin Costner was not the right person for that.
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
On a scale of 1 to 100, I would give Mr. Brooks a 54.
Yeah. I was thinking more like 45, because it really wasn't intriguing, or I just didn't like the
It could
the story.
definitely have been better.
Yes.
If they had just cut William Hurt's character out of it and just made Kevin Costner a bad guy.
Yeah, it was somebody else.
Well, but even with it being just Kevin Costner being the bad guy, it would have simplified the movie, and I think it would have made it better.
Sure.
But yeah, so.
Oh, okay. So.
All right, so you want to disclose our best movie of the week?
Yeah. You guys know Clint Eastwood, right? Well, this is an oldie but a goodie. For a few dollars more, a spaghetti western. Yay! Yeehaw! Made in Italy, West Germany, and Spain in 1965. It was released. We got B. Hold on. We're out here in the country, y'all. And it's the second part. Well, the first one was called, what was it called?
A Fistful of Dollars.
A Fistful of Dollars. And this is for a few dollars more. This is the second part. Yeah, it was filmed as spaghetti western in 1965, so it only cost $600,000 to make this baby, and they made like $25 million, so that's not bad for an old western. But Charles Bronson was asked to do this role. He said, "No, it's too much like the first one." But Clint Eastwood did it, and the plot is Clint Eastwood, his role is called Monco, which means like man without a name, or Lefty was his name, but he was a bounty hunter, and he's chasing this El Indio guy, and this other bounty hunter, Colonel Douglas Mortimer. They're both going after the same guy, so they're getting together to get this guy together, and they're going to split the money. This Indio guy, though, he was vicious. He broke out of jail, killed all the jailers except for one, killed the family of the guy that captured him, and raped his wife. I mean, it's pretty violent, but the scenes are very graphic, but it was a good story. Mm-hmm. These guys going after the guy, and how it all worked out was awesome. And Clint Eastwood was really, he was a bad guy and a good guy, kind of. Mm-hmm. You know, but, you know, he did excellent in spaghetti westerns.
All Clint Eastwood westerns are excellent.
You know, it's like, it was only written in like 9 days, but getting it out to the U.S., it started making some really good money. And it's done in Italian and English. Mm-hmm. So, I wonder...
There's some funny parts in it, too.
Yeah, it's really funny in some parts, too. Yeah. But I really like this one. It's rated like one of the best movies ever, right?
Yeah, I think American Film Institute has it in their top... I know it's in the top 100, but I think it's in the top 30 or 40.
It's pretty good, y'all. Pretty good. But anyway, I'd rate this one right up there, like 95.
Wow.
What do you think? It's pretty good.
I'd give it a 91. Yeah. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed it a lot. Sure did. Sure did.
And like riding the horses and the gunfights and the acting, and it seemed like you were there almost.
Yeah, especially with the spaghetti westerns. Sergio Leone, I believe, did this one. I'm not sure, but
yes, yes, he did.
He turns his westerns into character-based films, and man, you can't have a better character than Clint Eastwood. I mean,
of course,
you know,
yeah.
Really a good film. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
So. Anyhow, anything else to say?
Well, I don't know. You know, the bad guys, the good guys, and well, it's kind of violent, but the story is good, the acting is good, so you know, give it a chance.
All right, folks, you've heard it from the lady. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit the little bell down in the corner for notifications. And until next time, go see a great film. We'll see you again soon.